Alright, welcome back. Straight into it, let's go. As I mentioned last time, The Crew is an open world online racing game. And when I say open world, I mean open world. You have the entire USA in your backyard. You can explore every little road of the USA. I think that was a lie. It's like a standard racing game with missions to progress the story, and it's very similar to Forza Horizon. What are we waiting for? Let's get right into The Crew gameplay. The Crew missions are split into 8 mission types, each denoted by a symbol. First up, we got Race, which we need to do double backflip off a cliff. No, just kidding. You race in a race challenge. No, shut up. Hey, shut up. Next up is A to B. You see, these missions require you to get from point A to point B. There is usually a catch, like don't blow up the car dummy. Third up, we got acceleration runs / time trials if you want to get all Mario Karty with it. These missions are very similar to A to B, but you run through checkpoints in a certain time limit. Fourth up is pursuit missions, where you gotta chase an enemy car, like a hitman or something. You just need to tail the car within the time limit. Jeez, River. Sorry. Alright, hope you've been paying attention, because the next one's escape. Sometimes you have to escape the cops because a dumb called Shiv called them on Alex. Tut, tut. Time to drive away. Brum brum. 2 times third up are item missions. You need to ram items, most likely drugs, in a certain time limit with a specific car, which is so frustrating because physics don't want to work. We've got the most exhilarating type of mission, the damage type. There's an enemy car on the road, and you need to drive your car and bloody ram the cars, resulting in damage. Let's go! Sorry, didn't know what got into me. Finally, we got ending missions, which of course happen at the beginning of the level. Just making sure you're paying attention. At the end of each level, you get a big mission, which is a mix of all different mission types, such as escape, A to B, racing. Honestly, it's a pretty nice send-off to the region. Like most racing games, right trigger to accelerate, left trigger to brake, and you use this analog stick to steer. You can press X to handbrake and do some cool drift stuff, and you can press A to use your nitro boost. You can use this button to open the map, this button to open the pause menu, but it doesn't pause the game. You can use these to control the menu, stuff like the radio and settings. You can use this button to accelerate, this button to brake, and this button to steer in the pause menu, which means you can multitask and crash. Please don't do that in real life, by the way. The controls are very simple to get down. If you've played any other racing game before, you shouldn't have any trouble. The map. When you beat up the game, you get shown your driver's ID, which includes stuff like stats, what cars you're using, and an ad for the Crew too. I should probably play the first game, but okay. Onto the map. Where do we begin? How about filters? On the top of the screen, you can change the filters so you can select which mission type you want. For example, if you just wanted story missions, you can select story missions. You can zoom in on the map, making the USA bigger and unable to fit on your screen. Each item on the map has its own icon as well, so you can figure out what is a mission or what is an illegal substance. If you need to get to a place, you can fast travel, but if you want to drive there manually, setting a waypoint is an option. At the end of each mission, you gain parts which you can equip to your vehicle, and each part has a special perk. For example, faster acceleration or better grip. These parts can either be equipped to your current vehicle or can be sent to HQ, allowing another vehicle to use the part. Unfortunately, however, you can't unequip parts of a vehicle. It is permanent. You're stuck with it. There are 6 different vehicle types, and you can access them by tuning your car. There are different tuners, 1 in each region, so there's 6 tuners in total. Each tuner has different packs based on the level you are, i.e. a level 1 kit is way worse than a level 41. Time to look at all the vehicle types. There are 9 in total, but I'm only going to be talking about the 6 starting ones for now. Let's start off with full stock. Full stock is the worst type of car. Full stock is the default spec. It's the plain spec. It's the spec that every other spec builds up upon. Logically, it's the worst. It has no nitro and it cannot equip parts. That is bad. Full stop. bad. The full stock is kind of a jack of all trades. It can drive pretty well off-road on dirt paths and on streets. I put the full stock to the test. How will these cars go in Bronze Crate Asphalt 1 and another place? Time for the street perk. The tuner is located in Detroit. More like Disney. These cars are good on the asphalt, and that's about it. He has nitro though, yay! Time for the dirt perk. You can unlock this at level 5 in New York. This car goes boom boom on dirt roads, and even off-road if you ask nicely.
It's the perp spot located in the south where Miami is. Miami, more like, listen, I'm trying to come up with a joke, but I'm not that funny. So I'm just gonna spam effects. Miami, more like.
Anyways, the perf spec is built for off-road. It is not the fastest car in the game, we'll get to that later, but it's miles better than street vehicles. Onto the raid car, baby! What's the raid car? Off-road. The tuner is in the mountain states. Mountain states. Mountain. You can climb mountains. Screw the roads, I'm climbing the mountains. Do you like going real fast? Do you like crashing into a wall and giving yourself a broken neck? Well then, the circuit car is for you. What more can I say? Car go fast. Look, this game is pretty good. Unfortunately, there are some bugs, like this glitch tunnel. This tunnel in New York could and would eat you alive. It feasts on its prey on the bike. The biker is unaware, but when it goes in the New York glitch tunnel, it will slowly be consumed alive by the tunnel. I'm not kidding. Sometimes you crash and start flying at 300,000.0 repeating miles an hour. Sometimes in cutscenes you're driving and then your car just goes. This game is great, but there are some annoying mechanics. There is a health bar on vehicles. Why? It serves no purpose whatsoever. I spent an hour of my life trying to see what happens if I got a car down to 0 health. Nothing. No blowing up. Nothing. Nothing. That's an hour of my life I'm not getting back. Why can't car go boom? The other mechanic is traffic. Oh my god. Why is there so much traffic in this game? I get it's trying to be realistic, but still, so much traffic. Especially on the highways as well. The cars just pile up. And don't bump into any one of them, otherwise that absolutely kills your speed and kills the driver. And we're done. Honestly, the Crew is a pretty standard racing game. It's just like Forza Horizon and any other open world racing game. They're pretty incredible. Alright, you know the deal.